Welcome everyone to this lunar forecast for the new moon in Aries, April 1st, 2022. I am Rachel Moon from MysticHandTarot. And before we get into pulling some cards and talking about the astrology for this month, I would like to invite you to head over to my Patreon at patreon.com/MysticHandTarot because I will be shooting my monthly forecast today as well and share that with my membership over there. That forecast shows you the astrology for the month. It talks about, the forecast for love, relationships, and your life purpose. And it also highlights the archangel for the month. So if you're interested in all of those things and would like to support my channel, support my work, be a part of my Patreon community, please head over to patreon.com/MysticHandTarot and check out my tiers. There's also merch available with my personal artwork as well as my Hamsa tattoo style logo. And if you're not sure what the Hamsa is, it is a hand with an eye in the palm. It is a symbol of protection, but I also see it as a symbol of creativity, as if our hands are able to guide our creativity because they see intuitively what is worth creating, what is out there to create, and of course, they guide the cards as well. So if you love it, check it out, patreon.com/MysticHandTarot. Thanks for being here, and let's go ahead and take a look at the cards we will be using for today's reading. We will be pulling cards from the Feminine Mystique Tarot, as well as the Tell Me a Story storytelling deck. This is a toy, but I think it's really fun, and I'm going to keep using it for a little bit on these lunar forecasts. So the astrology surrounding this new moon, of course, it's in Aries, and Aries right now is in the sign of Mercury. It moved into the sign of Mercury March 27th and will be out of the sign of Mercury April 11th. So there is some fiery energy around communication. This can cause us to be more direct in communication and sharper in our minds, picking up details quickly, picking up details with more strength and ability. There's also a possibility for there to be some miscommunications in terms of lack of sensitivity towards others, and it may be intentional, it may be unintentional. Also looking out for fear-mongering. So, there's positives with this where we might be able to directly communicate more effectively, but we also may be insensitive to others or possibly, communicate a little too direct in a way that doesn't honor what the other person might be feeling or where they're at. So just be aware of those things. There's also, besides Mercury aligning with Aries, Aries is also on the day of the new moon aligning with Chiron, the wounded healer. And Chiron is an asteroid that represents the wounded healer. Chiron was a centaur who was wounded, and centaurs never die. So he continued to live, but had this mortal wound that made him always in pain. So this energy of Chiron aligning with the new moon is going to cause us to go within and look for those painful memories, look for those painful things that are causing us to act out in different ways, causing us to choose different things that may or may not be serving us, and shed some of that stuff. So there could be a lot of emotion around this time, and that may, come up in fiery sort of ways because Aries is a very fiery sign. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the energy is in terms of the tarot for this new moon in Aries. We're going to look at what that energy is, where it is carrying us, what wants to grow, and then from the storytelling deck, we will take a look at how you can nurture yourself through this time. All right. And I ask for truth to be spoken and guidance to be delivered for all those watching this video today for this new moon in Aries. What is the energy? We have the 4 or the 9 of discs reversed. So there is discomfort. There is a feeling of not knowing where to land, where to be grounded, what to connect to or connect with. What is our home? Where do we live spiritually? And so some of that we might be sure of, some of that we might not be so sure of. Some of it might be connecting with the larger community of the world and understanding that many people right now are uncomfortable, especially in the Ukraine, where they're experiencing war, and their homes, some people's homes are just completely demolished, gone forever, never coming back. They may have to start over in a new country or rebuild if they can. So we may be connecting with that greater pain through this Chiron aligning with Aries. And we may also be recognizing there are ways that we want to come home to ourselves and needing to discover what that means for us now, today, and how we can grow more fully into ourselves in a way that is aligned with who we really are. All right, where is this energy carrying us? The Four of Cups, another home-oriented card. At least in this deck, it's very home-oriented. So there may be some things we're missing that we're being shown and carried towards. So you may actually not really know what's pulling on your energy right now and what's carrying you forward. There may be some intuitive hits that you're getting that are just saying, look over here, go over there. This other thing needs you. This person's looking for you. And you have to trust that. You have to allow that to unfold in the way that it's going to unfold. This is creating a foundation under you that's going to support your emotions moving forward. So when we don't trust our intuition, when we don't look for those signs and cues of where to go and what to do, we can become very unbalanced and unstable and unsure of ourselves and feel lost. So this is helping you to find your way to that spiritual home within, to that heart of the self and the values that you hold, and how you can create a foundation to support those things as you move forward, and especially as you're breaking through some of this discomfort and learning to understand where that's coming from. All right, what is growing? We have Medusa in the reverse. So this is the Devil card in this deck. When she's in the reverse. So what is growing? You are moving away from negative habit patterns. You're moving away from those things that you have used to sabotage yourself and undermine your success. You're letting go of addictions. You're letting go of, these could be process addictions. These could be ways that we interact with other people that are not working. Ways that we show up in relationships that are dysfunctional. Ways that we set fire to the bridges we build. Ways that we are not being loving towards ourselves and other people. All of that is being burned away. So you're actually growing into a person who has the ability to recognize those negative patterns and say, okay, I have a choice. I can do something different this time. I don't need to follow through on those old patterns, those things that were holding me back. And this is great for that Chiron energy. That Aries in Chiron energy is burning up your karma. It's burning up all the old crap that doesn't serve you, that's not helping you, that's not aligned with who you really want to be. And that's uncomfortable. That's going to bring up some discomfort. And it's saying to you, who are you? Where is your spiritual home? What is in your heart? And how can you bring that out into the next phase, into this next moon cycle? As the moon is growing towards the full moon in Libra on the 16th, what can you do to highlight positive things in your life? All right, and now we have how we can nurture ourselves through this time. All right. Again, we have friends showing up for us. And there's a gift. And what we see, I have two cards, so we'll look at that one next. What we see is that This is coming from within. There's something inside. And the people who love you and support you, that are around you, that care about you, they want to see you bring that out. They're trying to help you bring those things out of yourself because they know that you're a valuable person. They feel their own value. And those are the people that are going to be your truest friends, the people that understand their own intrinsic value, because those people know there's more to friendships, there's more to life than just trying to get something out of someone. It's about connection. It's about, supporting each other. It's about seeing the best in other people. And so that is what I'm seeing with this. Nurture yourself through by looking within, but also recognizing those people around you that support you in being your best self and that love you for who you are intrinsically. Not all the surface flashy stuff that makes you cool or whatever, those false self ideas that we put on ourselves. All right, and there's the last one. Stop hiding. This is so cute. Stop hiding. And you have friends. You have friends that want to help you. And I love the yellow. And I'm wearing a lot of yellow today. But the yellow for me is saying, there's beauty. There's this power also. That's our solar plexus chakra, right? So there's power in you. And it's growing. We have this tree. Stop hiding and playing small. Stop pretending you're not this big, beautiful person that you are who has gifts to share. You have people in your life that want you to share those gifts, and they want to share their gifts with you. So let yourself show up as you are. Be mindful of those patterns that you're stuck in that are holding you back. Let yourself be uncomfortable, because change isn't always comfortable. And know that you're being guided. There is a foundation that's being set. You're participating in setting that foundation. And be good to yourselves. Thank you all for being here. I do have a few events coming up in the coming weeks. I will be presenting for Women's Spirit and Business. This is a women's networking group. It's nationwide, but they're based in California. It's on Zoom. So I will be presenting on the major arcana and the Fool's journey through the major arcana, which reflects and parallels our journey through life on the meta and the micro. So that is going to be happening Friday, April 8th. And it is 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. My presentation will be about an hour, and there will be time for questions after. Their fee, I believe, is $17 to participate in that event. So if you're interested in that, I will be sharing information about that with my mailing list. And if you're not on my mailing list, please go to MysticHandTarot.com and sign up for that. You will get these videos in your inbox, as well as information on my upcoming events and anything that I'm offering in the way of discounts on readings or links to sign up for different things. I am hosting the monthly meditation with Open Sky meditation in Carborough at Wilson Park, but we are also online doing that as well through Zoom, and that is on April 3rd, the first Sunday in April. I will be hosting that. So if you're interested in arriving for that, it is free, or you can make a donation to Open Sky. And I will be hosting that on that first Sunday of the month. I believe it's the 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then I also have for the full moon on the 16th, the Deepening Your Connection with Your Intuition Through Meditation and Writing event, which will be a hybrid event. So it'll be in person if you're in the Chapel Hill, Carborough area, or online. There is limited seating for the in-person, and online, of course, is pretty open. And that will be, again, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on April 16th in Chapel Hill, or online. And sign up for my email list and you will know all of this. You will have all the details. Yes. Thank you all for joining me again, of course. I am Rachel Moon, and I appreciate everything that you bring to these videos, because your energy being out there watching these, my energy reaches out and connects with those people, and we come together to create these messages. So thank you. Hope you have a beautiful new moon in Aries. Peace.